Planning Strategy News,
where we focus on the individual and not the disability.
I'm Melissa Anderson.
And I'm Sarah Masling.
We are here to explore person-centred planning strategies for students with a severe disability, with specific focus on McGill's action planning system. Let's firstly look at what person-centred planning is. Planning can simply be described as the process of making plans. Person-centred planning is a planning approach where the process of making plans focuses specifically on a particular individual. It is a collaborative planning effort involving the individual with a severe disability, family members and friends, sharing information regarding the individual to develop a personal profile and future vision for that person. These provide a solid starting point. There are several models of person-centred planning, however McGill's action planning system will be our focus today. In order to fully understand McGill's action planning system as a person-centred planning model, we firstly need to unpack the 5 main goals of student person-centred planning. Number 1, involvement in the community. The power of involvement in the community cannot be underestimated, as having a sense of belonging is imperative to the emotional and social well-being of an individual. Number 2, developing and maintaining relationship with peers. Developing and maintaining relationship with peers is crucial, as it is the foundation of a safe environment where the individual can feel comfortable to be themselves without the fear of exclusion. Number 3, increasing self-determination by expressing preferences and choices. Cook, Klein and Chen accurately state that choice-making not only creates a sense of efficacy and empowerment, it is also an evidence-based practice that promotes communication and other skills of children with disabilities. Number 4, providing opportunities to contribute to society. An important goal amongst educators is that schooling is a pathway for an individual to find their sense of purpose in society. This is no different for students with severe disabilities. Number 5, skill acquisition, acquiring skills that the individual will require for the future. I will now hand over to Sarah, who will go into the more specific details of McGill's action planning system as a person-centred planning approach.
Thank you, Alyssa. The McGill Action Planning System, or MAPS, is a comprehensive student-centred planning process that provides information used for developing an individual educational program, or IEP. It is a collaborative process gaining information from people who know the child the most to get the best outcome for the individual. Westling, Fox and Carter state that in contrast to formal planning, person-centred planning is not designed to meet legal requirements, but to focus on practices that can improve the life of an individual with severe disabilities. The purpose of MAPS is to improve the student's educational experience, their involvement and participation within a classroom, and their overall social and emotional well-being. The process includes the student with a disability, their parents or guardians, friends of the individual, and special education professionals. The meeting requires a facilitator, be it the special education professional or a friend, to ask questions, encourage open-ended discussions, and to write down key points. The outcome of the meeting is to provide a comprehensive picture of the child and to foster relationships to improve quality of life for the student. The key questions for MAPS include: what is the history of the individual? What are their dreams and nightmares for the individual? Who is the individual? What are their strengths, gifts and abilities? What are their needs? What would their standard school day look like, and what needs to be done to make this happen? The planning process can be a lengthy experience, as there may be many opinions, feelings and additional questions from the participants that need to be addressed. Here is an example of what a MAPS action plan actually looks like. It includes a vision for the student, their strengths and needs, action items, dates, and who was present, with the section for notes and follow-up dates. So Alyssa, why does the MAPS process benefit the individual?
Thanks, Sarah. That is a great question. The MAPS process benefits the individual because not only are they at the absolute centre of the process, they are also involved in the process in whatever capacity possible from start to finish. Westling, Fox and Carter made an important point. Students with severe disabilities very often have little say in basic life events, even though these events directly affect their quality of life. The MAPS process hopes to eliminate this. Back to you, Sarah.
And where to from here? Once a successful MAPS meeting has taken place, the collaborative team can then use the information collected to create a more in-depth IEP. Now to the weather.